I'm coming to you from Sipalay City, Negros Occidental. It's about 7 hours away from San Carlos City, and this is a beautiful place. Normally, this place is a tourist destination, but as you can see, because of the pandemic, I'm basically here by myself. So what I'm gonna do, hey, what's up, Jordan, Melby? Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna wait. Hey, Kalo. Yeah, y'all can see I'm basically here by myself. I've got a pretty strong signal here. Hey, Kenneth Roundtree, good morning, man. Greetings in Plano, Texas. Fred Baldwin, what's up? That's my buddy. He's over in Guam. Hit me up on my WhatsApp, Fred. I sent you my number. Amen, good morning. Mac White, what's up? Thanks for joining my Patreon, Mac. Hey, John, man, look, you got to come here, you and Janessa. William Wild, yeah, it's about 80 degrees here. Sal, what's up? Luis Martinez, what's up? Joy, hello, good morning. I'm gonna wait till some people get on here. Yeah, Jordan, you're right. It should be already, but normally this place is teeming with people, but I'm gonna tell you something. Because of the pandemic, believe it or not, in that big resort that I'm staying, we're the only guests right now. I mean, if you want to get an idea of what the pandemic has done to tourism over here, guys. Hey, Jose from California. I'm gonna tell you something, man. You can see it right now. Jose's in Chicago, man. I know it's cold there. Wondering, Jank, what's going on? Hey, I love John Denver. I grew up in that era. In my opinion, the greatest era for music. Hey, thanks, John. I uploaded some videos of Booby today, boy. She loves the beach. I tell you what, man, it's really bad. Hey, Ovell Thomas, hello, my brother. What you doing? Yeah, y'all can send in the questions if you like. But I'm gonna encourage you, when the Philippines does open up the second half of this year, man, get you some COVID insurance. It's cheap. And a lot of the travel insurance, man, it's just a matter of checking that box, guys. You're gonna need it. Hey, Steve, thank you, brother. Clint, what's up? It's My House TV. All right. Reginald Graham says, I plan on looking you up. Hey, I want to hook up, there's a couple of little guys looking. It's just us three on this whole gigantic beach. I'm going to try to hook up a meet and greet in Cebu. Thanks, John Bentley, for that super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brad Jones, what's up, Calvin? Do many people live on Sipalay? They do, not a lot. I looked it up. It's 70,000 people altogether. Hey, Pete, Cam, believe it or not, they've removed that quarantine from coming to the Philippines now. Luis Martinez, meet and greet. Yeah, just, you know, and once it opens up, just, you know, come to Cebu. Oh, okay, Jordan. Sorry, brother. Yeah, Mac White's right. Quarantines will be over. Well, they're over here in the Philippines now, according to what I read on in the Manila Times. That's one of the things that they've done. Hey, Travis, what's going on in Oklahoma? He said for married people, not tourists. Hey, Brett Reinhardt, what's going on? I'm going to just walk up and down the beach until I get tired. Ah, okay, I see the fake one. I'm going to have to get rid of him. Hey, Sal, what's going on in Chicago, brother? Thanks for that information, too. I spoke with your people, and she got back with me, and everything's on the way. But I appreciate you, Sal. Hey, what's going on, shipmate? Augusta, Georgia, David. Steve Dale said know anything about Samar? Yes. It's a beautiful place, but be careful, Steve, on what time of the year you go there, because they get some treacherous storms there, man. Give y'all a view of this beautiful ocean behind me. Hey, Aki channel from Virginia. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia. That's my buddy AJ Eckley. Thanks for checking in, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a nice old view. Hey, Steve from Chicago, man. Got a lot of you guys calling in from Chicago. Hey, Jordan, I got rid of that guy. Rain Man says Sipalay, yes. You gotta visit Northern Philippines. Maybe you include one of our cities. I will. I'm gonna tell you something, man. That my 12 years, that Manila, I tell you what, it really got me. And I'm a veteran over here, Chriselle, but I tell you that Manila, it got me pretty good. Hey, Panay 43, what's up in New York? What part of New York you from? I'm gonna tell you the only deal, this was almost a deal breaker coming here. You see that big ocean out here, right? I'm gonna show y'all something. You see this, wait, I can't. You see behind me, you see this little mountain over here? You gotta ride a boat into this destination here. And that was almost a deal breaker for me. It's one of these boats right here you have to ride. And the waves, man, kick my butt. Hey, Clint. Ian, cheers, brother. Papa Smurf, what's going on from Manhattan? Ian Musk, thanks, brother, for joining the Sunshine Shoulders community, man, because that's what we are. We're brotherhood here. He said he used to live in L.A. Let's see. Says he used to live in L.A., then moved here to the Philippines. I don't want to be homeless in L.A. That's why I went back home. Cheers. Hey, man, I tell you, the cost of living there is a beast. Willie Rivers says, I can't wait for the borders to open. Man, believe it or not, man, I'm getting lonely over here, guys. I'll be glad when they open it up. Let some of you guys come over here. And, hey, Jean-Claude Roger, I hope I'm saying that right, or Roger. He says, I love your work, Calvin. Thank you. Again, I just want to let you guys know I'm just a regular Joe, you know, giving information to other regular Joes so that you get a real perspective of what it's really like here in the Philippines, man. What to really expect when you get over here. Hey, Kendall. What's going on? I love you back. Rain Man says, which resort are you staying at? I'm staying at the Big Beach. No, the Big Bamboo Beach Resort. We're the only ones there, man. It's kind of creepy, but that's the pandemic for you, man. Usually this place is teeming with people. Hey, from Ontario, Canada. I'm Boona Orchid. Pete Cam, peace and love, my brother, back to you. What you plan to meet and greet for our subscribers? When it opens, probably in Cebu. That's the closest place to me. Travis Couture says Bates Motel. Man, I tell you, it's like that. I mean, there's nobody here but us. It's crazy. Hey, what's up in Cali, Sam? Let's see what we got. Dennis says, hey, Calvin, was in the Philippines in 1976. Loved it so much, loved the islands and loved the beautiful women. I'm in my 60s now, but can't wait to get my hands on a beautiful Filipina. Thanks. Well, there's plenty of them over here for you. Pinay 43 in Queens says, I can't wait to get back there in the Philippines. And y'all gonna see me sweat, man, because I'm gonna tell you something. It's summer here. The Wonder of Life said, I don't see any dwellings. Well, you're not gonna see a whole lot here. See, this is like, everything's behind these trees back here. The locals live back there. Actually, I can't leave the premises. It took a lot of paperwork, and this is one of the good things about having a girlfriend that works in City Hall. We were able to get a lot of that paperwork done. Yeah, Jordan, I got rid of that other one. He blew a kiss at me, I got rid of him. But that's one of the good things about having a girlfriend that works around City Hall, man. We were able to get around a lot of that paperwork, but once we got here, there was a checkpoint. They made us get off the bus and ride a tricycle the rest of the way. And I guess that discourages a lot of locals from coming here. Brian says, any rules of dating multiple Filipinas? Yeah, make sure your life insurance policy is paid up and you got good health insurance, because you're going to pay a price for that, brother. But it's not impossible. You just got to do a lot of travel. You know, hey, let's see who this is. Hey, LMOJ, thanks for that super sticker. You got to do a lot of travel, brother, because when I came here first, hey, thanks. When I came here first, I was a wild man. I had 2 Filipinas, one in Mindanao, one in Cebu, and man, I tell you, it's exhausting, but I enjoyed it while it lasted. Thanks, Sam, for sending those boxes, man. I mean, you don't realize how much of a help, Sam Champion, you've been by doing that. Demery Norwood said, Calvin, you're doing a fantastic job. Hope to, let's see. He says, I hope to meet you when I come to the Philippines. Man, it'd be great, man. Peanut says, wow, 2 Filipinos, whoa. Well, those are my wild days. I've learned to stick to one. If you want to prosper over here, you find a good one, and there's plenty good ones over here. Because I'm going to tell you something. Every last expat that I know over here that's really prospering, that's really doing good, he stuck to one Filipino, man. Look at my video. I got a video titled, A Good Woman in the Philippines is as Good as It Gets. And it talks about that. Yeah, Suri Case, it's hot. Let's see who this is, says that loves your channel. Oh, yeah. Palil Ya Bam Ya Sarala. Ya Sarala. Sorry, brother. I tore that up. He said, I love your channel. I'm in Sacramento, California, living vicariously through your videos. Hey, I appreciate it, man. And sorry for butchering your name. Reginald Graham said, how did I manage it? Well, you know, those are my wild days, and I went back and forth. And I'm going to tell you something. Reginald, you can do it, man. And I don't want to sound too shallow, but, you know, I tell you guys all the time, you're the prize when you get over here. You hold everything in your hand, and, you know, and I knew it then, just like I knew it now, and I took advantage, and I apologize for doing it. Thanks for that super chat, Don Johnson. He says, can you live off $1,500 a month comfortably? Absolutely, and I'm glad you answered that question. Look, guys, let's put that budget thing to rest. No 2 people are the same. There's no right or wrong answer to that question. It depends on where you live and how you live. My living expenses It's less than $1,000, guys. I'm telling you now, a far less than 1,000. Okay. Now, if I lived in the BGC area in Luzon, or if I lived in Manila, one of those places, hey, Palil, y'all, thanks for that super sticker. It may be different, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you live in the Visayas region, or you live in Mindanao, or some of them provinces up in Luzon, 1,500, man, it's a lot of money. Listen, the average Filipino, this is their average pay, $250 a month. But the majority of the people that you will come in contact with, they make nowhere near, they earn nowhere near that, guys. Yeah, it's a lot of money. But like Pinay 43 says, if you live in BGC or one in place Makati, it ain't gonna take you far. Hey, thanks Pilar for that super stick. I appreciate it, man. I hate for butchering your name. Collectibles for you said, I read the book you mentioned, The Greatest Salesman in the World. Oh my God, life-changing material. Thanks. It changed my life, man. It's one of the reasons, collectibles for you, that I'm standing here on this beach right now. Elmo J said was supposed to move to the Zambales last year, but COVID. That's a nice area, from what I heard. Most of my stomping grounds are here in Visayas and Mindanao, and that's why my top 10 list kind of seemed kind of squirrely. I left out, remember it wasn't a best of list, okay, because I don't think anybody, it's all opinion, because man, the Philippines got so many once in a lifetime destinations here. Philippines, my paradise. What's up, Ned? Hey guys, I'm gonna give you a suggestion again. Go to Philippines, my paradise. Check out his channel, subscribe, like. You get the nitty gritty from me, but you really get like the more like buy the book with Ned. He's gonna give you some real good information. Ian Musk said, I would love a good swim right now. Let me show you, brother. And you know, this is low tide. And you'll like this beach. You see, they're in here now. Yeah, P9 43 says so many wonderful places. You can't see it all. I met a gentleman who's been here for 22 years, and he said he's just now scratching the surface. But yeah, check out Ned's channel, guys. Trust me, it's good. He says, let's see. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm missing a lot. Jam Bam says, anything in that water that you need to look out for, sharks or poisonous jellyfish. Not in this area, Jam Bam, but they're over here. Hey, John Claude Roger, thanks for that super stick up. I really appreciate you. One of the questions says, where am I from? Let's see. Don Johnson says, Calvin, where are you from? I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I like to call it the city of the big three. Kentucky Fried Chicken, Muhammad Ali, and me. But no, I borrowed that phrase from a singer. Let's see, Ned. Wait, maybe I got you wrong, Ned, I'm sorry. I thought you was Philippines, my paradise. I'm almost sure it is. Let me make sure. Well, I thought it was. Mark White, peaks and blessings in North Carolina, brother. You got some nice land down there. I'm a country boy. Okay, Jordan, I'll help you out on that. I don't like that stuff. I don't understand why people come on here and want to do that. But, you know, hey, Jim's Lifestyle, good morning. Andre says he can spend $1,500 a night in Thailand. Well, I tell you, you can go to Negros City and probably do that too. Hey, John Bentley, thanks for that super chat. He said, my house in Antipolo City is almost done. See you when it opens up again. Hey, congratulations, brother. I hope you had better contractors than me. And that's a joke. Dennis Williams said, Calvin, you're an awesome brother. Thank you for being real. He said, can I find a place? Wait. And I'm sure the answer to that is yes. Whatever you're looking for in the Philippines, sir, you can find it. He said, can I find a place as soon as I get off the plane in Cebu without having a reservation like an Airbnb, which is expensive? Yes, I'm going to give you a tip. Go to Ace Pension House. It's maybe a 5-minute ride from the airport. No reservations included. But let me tell you about the Airbnb, guys. It's cheap. It's cheaper than a hotel. It's cheaper than a pension house. And you get more for your buck. That's the reason you come to the Philippines. You didn't come to the Philippines to be a baller. This isn't the Magnificent Mile in Chicago, guys, but it's just as nice. Yeah, thank you. It is the Philippines, my paradise. Thank you for that. But yeah, Tony says, I'm hoping to come to the Philippines in the summer for a month to enjoy it and spend time with my Filipina. If you plan on coming here for 4 weeks, Tony, stay for 5. You're going to kick yourself if you don't. But here's my advice to guys who want to come over, especially for the first time. Bring as much money as you can afford and stay as long as you can. There's no place like the Philippines. Dwayne Beckwood said, what's up, Cal? Hope you're enjoying yourself. Man, I tell you what. I came over here, I followed my gut in 2018 to come over here for good. And I don't have any second thoughts about what I did. I'm probably alive right now because of that decision. Really simple. C Dub says, any ideas of making income there? It's going to be kind of tough, brother, especially with the pandemic and what it's done on the locals. But I would say, you know, I would say an Airbnb, something behind the scenes. You don't want to show your face competing with the locals over here, guys. I mean, really, don't do it. Hey, Rowan Trotman, he says, great information, bro, saying hi from Barbados. Hey, man, now that's one place I always wanted to go. When I got on the USS John F. Kennedy, we had just come from Barbados. I missed that trip. Brian Spencer says, anyone wants to travel to the Philippines together, let me know. It's a great idea. Sam Llewellyn, man, look at this sun. But I got a small breeze here, you know, coming off the ocean, of course. I'm gonna walk up and down till I lose my signal, guys. Pinay says Airbnb will be great if pandemic is over. Yes, absolutely. That's a great idea because C-Dub, anything that's going to target the foreigner and the tourist here is a great idea. Mel A says, does the sun smooth out? Yeah, look. I'll show you. Can you see that? Yeah, it's nice. What side of the island I'm on? I'm on this other side. I had to take a boat to get here. That was almost a deal breaker, guys. I'm gonna show you behind me. I had to go way out there in that ocean, go around that bend, and then through like a little moat area. But once you get out here on this ocean, it's scary, man. Hey, Jason Kincaid, thanks for that super chat. And I want to give you a shout out, Jason. He said, Calvin, just here supporting you and your vlog. Respect. Thank you. I want to give you a shout out. I want to give James Franklin a shout out. And I want to give my buddy Fred Baldwin in Guam a shout out. You guys put together, y'all chipped in and helped make this trip possible. Y'all encouraged me to take a few days off, and I did. Now remember, my work is my play, so I'm going to still continue to do my vlogs because really I like doing it, man. I know that the guys need it, and it's really not work for me, but you three guys, man, I have to give a special shout out today. Y'all cared about my health, and I appreciate that. Chlamydia, your daddy's calling. Okay, Mom, that's the best profile name in the history of anything. Of Facebook. No, it says chlamydia, your daddy is here. Okay, Mom. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, it's the greatest profile name ever. He says, I got 2 questions. Are you subscribed to Overstay Road? And what's her name of her father? I'm not subscribed, but I will subscribe. I'm just not one of those guys, man, believe it or not. I don't like to follow people around. That's the reason I made my channel. My channel's not like that, man. It's not follow me around, look at me, I want to go to the store, look at, and all that. And I would never put down another vlog. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that the videos I follow, I just, the type to give out information. I've only followed one video like that before, and it's about a couple from Britain. They're here with their little daughter. I can't remember the name of it, but I learned so much from them about vlogging. That's the reason I watch them. But his name is, what is his name? She hasn't found him yet. One of my subscribers sent a DNA package. We're waiting for it. His name is, what the hell, let me see. My man is Gregory Mitchell, sorry. We haven't found him yet, but I believe that this DNA is going to blow this whole thing open. Yeah, Christopher Wolfgang, the little girl's name is Story. Yes, that's correct. I watched that channel, it's very interesting. And you talking about, I know that my subscribers have went way up, but man, you talking about their subscribers. From the time I started watching them at the beginning of the pandemic to now, I mean, it's been unbelievable. Hey, thanks, Demery Norwood, for that super chat. I really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Jordan Melby says, God bless Demery. Oh, yeah, Rain Man, 8 miles from home. Calvin, does the stores have grits over here? Don Johnson, the closest thing they got to grits is corn grits over here. That's about as close as you're going to get. Now, if you are staying in one of those fancy hotels in Cebu or Manila, you may be able to. Here's a guy says, first KFC was in Utah, of all places. I got a funny story about that. You know that people over here, they don't realize that KFC stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. Because KFC is the brand now. That's funny. But yeah, when John Y. Brown, he bought that franchise from the Colonel Sanders back in the 70s and made it a worldwide brand. Actually, I went to school with his son, John Y. Brown III, who became the Secretary of State of Kentucky. We were good friends, and this is our wild days. I'm gonna tell y'all something. They used to, of course I was poor, but he was super rich. Every summer they would go to Hawaii on vacation. He'd bring back some weed, man. I tell you, we'd be asleep the whole school day. That was our wild days. He's a multi-millionaire today, and I'm not trying to spill any beans or nothing, but we were real good friends. And he did that for me, and I want to thank him for that. AJ Eckley says they have Popeyes at the Mall of Asia. In Cebu and Manila and those big places like that, you can probably find just about anything you want. Ingram Davis says the grits in the Philippines takes forever to cook. I've never tried it, but I'm a big rice eater now for some reason. I eat a lot of rice now, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. This guy says, and this brought back a memory. Thanks for this. He says, Tajit Jugmahan says, yeah, Kenny Rogers roaster is good. I'm gonna tell you, some of the brands that were out of style in America, they're big here, like Wrangler. When's the last time you seen a pair of Wrangler jeans? Well, they've got a whole department here in the department store of Wrangler jeans and t-shirts and the whole 9 yards. Also, FUBU has went out of style in America, but guess what? Over here, every, season, they bring out a new line of FUBU over here. I mean, it's a big seller over here. It's funny. Let's see what we got here. Let's answer some of these questions. Ty Sanders said, eating rice is a lot of carbs. It is, but it also has a lot of good nutrients for you, and carbs aren't bad for me. I'm older. I'm an older guy. I need carbs. I need the right type of fat, the right type of protein for my testosterone. And I eat about rice, I eat about 2 cups a day. Pinay 43 said, Toys R Us closed in the U.S., but they're big in the Philippines. It's true. That's why I say, when you come over here, it's a different world in the Philippines. And the only thing I kept with me from America is my American values. I won't let that go. But everything else, that old crazy thinking, I left it at the border, guys, I promise you. Because it don't work over here. Nothing makes sense over here to you, and it's not supposed to make sense. Because you're in the Philippines. Yeah, earn for us, by us. It's big over here. Kalo said they love FUBU. I bought some back last time. I'm going to buy some, so when I go home, I'm going to show people. I said, man, FUBU's not dead. A lot of these brands aren't dead. They're just popular somewhere else. The United States, we're so fickle. We'll love you 1 minute, next minute, you're in the garbage. Hey, I would love for Walmart to come over here. That's one of the things I miss about America is Walmart, believe it or not. I tell you, man, a man Eustace, you guys, I tell you, y'all hard on me. He says, look out, Walmart's coming. I would love it, man. The Wallace Life said the music from the 70s and 80s is real big over there, especially Motown music. Absolutely, but don't forget OPM music over here, guys. Original Philippine music. Yeah, they got new music coming out all the time, man, and it's killer. I'm a music lover. I love all music. I didn't have a choice. If anybody remembers, when I was growing up in Louisville, Kentucky, the soul station went off air at 5 o'clock. So I had to listen to soft rock. I had to listen to the Carpenters, Three Dog Night, Elton John. Let's see. Bread. America. I had to listen to all them guys. I didn't have no choice. And I'm better off for it, man, now. Mel A says, I love the sound of the sea. Nice. That's why I came down here, guys. You know, he says he hates Walmart. Who hates Walmart, man? Come on. Frank Ellis said, no, Jordan says I hate Walmart. Same with Amazon. Both monopolies. Yeah, I hate that monopoly about them, but I tell you what, you can't beat it. Frank Ellis says Walmart would be huge over there. Right. Christopher Smith said, what is the news saying about opening up? Honestly, it hasn't changed, but I will say this, Christopher Smith. The vaccines are here. They've started to roll out, and it looks like their original plan of opening up for the second half of 2021 is going to happen. But remember, this is the Philippines. Expect the unexpected. They might open next week. You know, knowing the Philippines. Hey, this guy gave me an idea. You're right about this. He says, Rain Man says, Philippines already has Walter Mart. That's funny, but that's another thing that they'll do over here. Trademark infringement. They've got a Big Mac over here, but they spell it M-A-K. I mean, it's just so many that I can't name. But trademark infringement is something they don't respect over here. It's funny, guys. I mean it. You'll see all kind of stuff over here. And the music, they'll sample your music here, and they don't care. They're not going to pay you nothing. Elmo J said, what's your favorite Filipino dish? It's so many, but I'm going to tell you what I really like. It's a simple dish. It's chicken and bean sprouts. They've got these fresh moon beans. You know, a moon bean turns into a bean sprout. And then, you know, you cook that. First you cook the chicken, and then you put them in there together. It's delicious. And then you put you a cup of rice on the side. Ramen, he says it's because of copyright. Yeah, they don't respect that over here. Over here, they don't do it. China says Super Center Walmart. Yeah, we'll go crazy. Jordan Melby Vlog said Jollibee has amazing spicy chicken joy. I like it, but the best fried chicken in the Philippines is at the Pancake House, believe it or not. And most major cities are going to have the Pancake House, guys. Don't miss this, please, okay? The best fried chicken, hands down. No one even comes close. Best pancakes, really. Alexander Mundy says a Jollibee on every corner. Well, I'm going to say 2 on every corner. It's crazy how big this Jollibee franchise is and how they put their franchises. They'll have one on one corner, then they'll have one right across the street. Chlamydia, your father is here. Okay, Mom says, use my connections to open up the country. Man, I'd love to, because, you know, one guy asked me the question. He said, you think it's going to be overrun with foreigners when they open up? You can't overrun this place. It's too big. It's too vast. It's too spread out. Trust me, man, when you get here, you're not even, unless you go to somewhere like Boracay or Panglao Bahal or something like that, you're never even going to see other foreigners. I'm talking about in the peak. Pinay 43 says, I love Ina Sal. That's a big. Jollibee actually bought that franchise because it was eating into their business. It's very popular over here. You're not going to get in there. You almost need a reservation to get in that place. It's huge here. One guy says, you never show your wife and family on land. And she doesn't want to. And he says, is there a reason? Roger Blue says that. Yeah. Because remember, this is YouTube. This is social media, man. And, you know, first of all, she doesn't want it. And second of all, I don't want them attacked, man. And people attack, they will attack you. But if you go on my regular Facebook page, which is public, and my Sunshine Shoulders YouTube page, you'll see them. Thanks, Don Johnson, for that super chat. He says, wait. He says, is it safe to buy land there? Well, a foreigner can't buy land here, Don. A foreigner cannot buy land here, but you can lease land up to 50 years, 25 years, and then renew it for another 25 years. Yeah, chlamydia, your daddy is here. Okay, Mom, don't show your wife, Calvin Protect. I won't do it. It's just not, I don't think it's relevant to my channel. But again, if you want to go on my regular Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page and my regular Facebook page, which is public, you'll see them. You know, I don't have anything to hide, but I just don't think it's relevant here. Rain Man says, Calvin, can you buy land and put it in your kid's name so they have something in the future? I'll just have the mother of their children do it and put it in their name, because you can't buy land. Jordan Melby Vlogs makes a great analogy, and I always say that. He said, gasoline's very expensive, compared to America. I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that's expensive over here really is the food. And I can't understand it. The food over here is expensive. It's on land with America. It's the only thing that you're gonna see that you're gonna say, how do the people afford it? And that's why the grocery stores are never really crowded unless you go to Cebu, Manila, Dumaguete, one of them, you know, expat places. But here, you know, I can go in the grocery store and there's probably be 3 or 4 people there. The food is just too expensive. Leroy Williams says, sorry for asking, but how do we guys make donations? Just go to any of my videos on my YouTube channel, Leroy, and you'll see my PayPal link. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you, Wallace Life, for that super chat. Who is this? Thank you, Tracy Neal, for that super chat. He says, I am enjoying your work from Mississippi. Thank you. And this is the reason I do it. I do it for y'all, really. Because I looked on the internet, I looked on YouTube, and there was nobody talking to just a regular guy. And I thought to myself, if I wanted to see somebody, what would I want to see? And that's the reason I got my content the way it is, you know. I'm just a regular Joe. But yeah, the food's expensive here. Now, if you want to save some money, you'll see the locals, they go to the market. They go to the marketplace to get a lot of their stuff, because there you can haggle the price and you don't have to buy the whole amount. You can buy just what you can afford. They'll sell you 10 pesos worth of meat. If that's all you got, they're going to take it. Yeah. AJ Eckley says, yes, use their links. YouTube charges about 25%. Thanks, AJ, for that information. Sometimes they've taken like 40%. Thank you, P-Night 43 times 3R for your super stick. I really appreciate it. So yeah, when you come over here, a lot of times cooking your own food, it's not cheaper, but it's more sanitary. At least you know whose hands have been on it. Okay, because it's a big deal over here. Sanitation is a big problem for foreigners over here. So when you come over here, that's why I always suggest to guys, say, hey, get an Airbnb so you can cook your own food. because sanitation is big over here. Now, saying that, if you're going to eat street food, make sure they cook it all the way done. I like the chicken intestines. They call it esal, but I make them cook it crispy, almost burning it. Let me get some of these. Hey, Percy, Ramsey said, what's happening, Mr. Cal? Just enjoying myself, man. Hey, hit the like button, guys. Sam Champion, yeah, you're right, at Team Nance. No visa for visit 30 days or less. And then, if you're going to stay longer than that, you're just going to extend that. 1 month, 2 months, or 6 months, depending on what you want to do. I always do it 2 months. Jam Bam says, what about the water? Can you drink it? Not out of the tap. Not out of the tap, but they have good filter water from these water filling stations and also bottled water. But yeah, and see, the water's cheap over here. You can get a big 12-liter container for about 25 pesos. That's about 50 cents. The guy says he doesn't like the esal. I do. I like it. You know, it's just, you know, you acquire the taste. It's you tear up them chicken butts, them the bombs, AJ. I've never tried the chicken butt, but they eat every part of the chicken. They eat the chicken head. I forgot what they call it, the helmet. Then they got the chicken butt. I've never tried that butt. C-Dub says, how do Filipino men feel about foreign men? Well, they actually have an inside joke. They laugh at us for coming over here dating their women. But, you know, the Filipino men, they love us more than the women. It's crazy, but it's true. They're the ones who actually will treat you like a celebrity. They want to take pictures with you. They've done everything to me, but ask for my autograph. Jeff W. said he's never heard of chicken butt. Yeah, it's over here. They've got something called chicken butt, and they eat it, and it's popular here. Let's see. If you come here with your wife and you're married to a Filipino and you bring your marriage certificate, they will stamp your passport for 1 year balik-bayan visa. You don't pay any fees for 1 year. You don't even have to go to immigration for 1 year. Thanks for bringing it up. If you're married to a Pinay when you come here, Jordan Melby Vlog said Filipino guys are cool and laid back. Absolutely. They're going to give you the shirt off their back. If they're drinking, they're going to offer you drinks. Trust me, man. I wouldn't tell you to come here if I thought you were going to have any kind of trouble at all. But yeah, Filipino people, men and women, they love us. But especially the men for some reason. I don't know why. But they do. Everybody calls me LeBron James or Kobe Bryant. Elfrin Dunlap, what's up? What's going on in Philly? This reason I came here, guys, to this beach. I heard so much about it, and it doesn't have white sand, but it does have sugar sand, they call it. And this is beautiful, man, as you can see it. It's the same color as brown sugar, and I tell you, you won't regret coming here. Oh, you know, just because beaches here don't have white sand doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Rocket Stranger 1000 says, it's true, Filipinos like us more than Filipinos. It's true, I don't know why it is, but they're more infatuated with us than the women. Mr. Vega says, does a 6-month visa extension require a 90-day check-in like Thailand? No. You don't have to check in again until 6 months. You renew it again for 6 months. And you can do that up to 36 consecutive months if you're an American. You can stay here 3 years without ever leaving. Then you leave the country for 1 day, but make sure it's 1 full day. The Filipinos government is real petty over here. You come back in 23 hours and 45 minutes, they're gonna send you back. Yeah, Strawberry was a great, yeah, he's Hall of Fame, right? Mac Ben says, shark and jellyfish on every beach. Well, not this one. But I wouldn't doubt that there's jellyfish out there because no one's been, you see, nobody's out here. But when you come to the beach, guys, listen, make sure you and your girlfriend bring some regular table vinegar with you, just in case you're stung. Wow, Mr. Vega said, Strawberry's not in the Hall of Fame. What in the... You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. T history, wow, besides my uncle, you do look like a strawberry. Hey, Elmo J, thanks for that super chat. He said, great channel, spread the word. Hit the like button, guys, it helps me. But yeah, if you've never been to the Philippines, go ahead and make that leap, guys. Don't be afraid. You will not regret it. Jason Kincaid, a Debo. You got jokes today, Jason. That's funny. Well, you know, rest in peace, Debo. Debo died. Chlamydia says, can you watch UFC there? Absolutely. Also, if you're in Cebu and Manila, they have a series that you can go and watch live over here, UFC. Well, it's not really the UFC, but it's MMA type of stuff and boxing too. Brooklyn Charles says, are they infatuated with white men? Well, they're just infatuated with foreigners, period. You know, I've got a video on my channel. It's called, you know, Filipinos prefer white men. Well, what it's doing is, it casts that myth aside. It's just not true. I mean, everybody has their preferences. Don't get me wrong. There's Filipinos over here who prefer white men, but I mean, you don't knock them for their preferences. Everybody has preferences, but I tell you this, I don't care what color you are. When you come over here, they're gonna accept you, man. That's just how Filipino people are. They're warm, they're welcoming, and it doesn't really care who you are. Team Nan says there are places to longboard. Absolutely. But you're gonna have to go to more touristy places like Panglao, Boracay, where, you know, and of course it's gonna cost you. But see here, as you can see, and this beach is a beautiful beach, but there's none of that touristy stuff here. Yeah, Debo's dead, yeah. Team Mariano Patel says skin color doesn't matter in the Philippines. You're right, brother. And I'm glad. Efren Dunlap says, yeah, Calvin, only the Mets Hall of Fame. I would have thought Darryl Strawberry, even with his problems with drugs, would be in the Hall of Fame. My God. When you got some of these other guys in the Hall of Fame, really. That's shocking to me. I can't believe that. But, you know, Dennis Williams says, is dental work still cheap in the Philippines? Absolutely, and they got great dentists here. I had a tooth pulled with consultation, anesthesia, and the actual pulling of the tooth, it was $10. Let's see. Also, there are a lot of Filipinos who love black men. Yeah, I mean, they just love everybody. Really, a Filipino really wants a good man. That's what they want. And Pinay 43 said, no, Filipinos are into skin color. You're right. Well, you got to realize, guys, most people over here are brown. Actually live, this place is on the equator. It's impossible to be white over here. You know what's so strange about seeing a white Filipino? It'd probably be just as strange as seeing a black Chinese. But that's how strange it is when you see them. You know that they're using the whitening, a lot of them. Now, there are some who have that Spanish blood in their line, but most people over here, man, they're brown skinned. I mean, you know, it's weird when you see a white Filipino. Like I said, it's like seeing a black Chinaman or something. Ian Musk says Southeast Asia is crazy about being white. Not even Southeast Asia. If you come over here, when I first came over here in 2009, Ian, it shocked me how white Japanese are, because the Japanese in America are nowhere near as white as the Japanese over here. I was shocked. I mean, but I guess they're not all like that. Yeah, Ian Musk, yeah. Well, I tell you what, a lot of that has to do with jealousy, Ian Musk. I'm gonna tell you something, because, and don't get me wrong, because I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, in the Midwest, there's not a lot of Asians there. So before I started coming to the Philippines, I could not tell a Chinese from a Korean, from a Japanese, from a Filipino, but now I can. You know how I knew? When I first came here, I arrived in Incheon Airport, the first time I ever came here, and you can see the Filipino has more personality in their face, in the way they act, because the Koreans, they were just so cold and so conservative, but now I can tell. But a lot of it has to do with jealousy. Okay, if they didn't like you so much, why are Koreans the #1 tourists to the Philippines? 3 times as many come here than Americans. Twice as many as China. So let that sink in, Ian Musk. So let them talk all they want. It's just talk, because they love it over here. They spend a lot of money over here, so let them talk. But yeah, guys, my time's about up. Thanks everybody for your super chats, your super stickers. Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, Rain Man, Korea's closer to the Philippines, but that wasn't the point I was making. The point I was making was, he says that Koreans always try to put the Filipino down. And I said, well, if that's the case, why they over here so much? You know, they open businesses over here, they live over here, they visit over here. They're the #1 tourists over here. So it's something about the Philippines that they like. But yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to go eat my breakfast. Jordan Melby Vlog says so many Koreans in Boracay and Chinese, but you know, it's just a different story. The rainy season is usually starts in June and runs to December, January. Hey, thank you, Michael Cosby, for that super chat. Let's see. He says, I am recently divorced from a P9. They are great and friendly people, but it's all pay to play. Even the men, they see you as a walking bank. It's true. I've got to agree with you, Michael, you know, and I tell guys, it is what it is. So when you come over here to enjoy the Philippines. This place is the cake. Everything else is the icing. That's all it is. Look at this. Where are you going to get this anywhere else for 35 bucks a night? It's not going to happen. Hey, Christopher Wolfgang, thanks for that super chat. He said, keep it up. I'll be around there later in the year. I hope to meet you, brother. Chi says, Escaping the Philippines is the #1 channel. Hey, thanks for your opinion, brother. I appreciate that. But yeah, I come here now. I promise you, man, if my woman right now said, I don't want you anymore, go on somewhere, I found somebody else, I would not leave the Philippines, man, because I'm not here for the women anymore. I'm here for this place, the cost of living, the beautiful beaches, 365 days of sunshine, the beautiful seafood. I mean, you know, the climate. I mean, you add all that up, and then if the people, you know, the people are warm and welcoming, the majority, I'm saying, the masses. I mean, there's no better place for me, really, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you, when I got here, you know, my salary was about $1,400 US a month. I could not live anywhere else in the world. The quality of life now, because don't get me wrong, listen, the Philippines is not the cheapest place to live in the world, but the quality of life, you're not gonna beat it. I guarantee you, man, it'd be hard to find. Frank Ellis said, hi, she would never do that. You're right. I think, you know, she knows, you know, she's not gonna kiss a gifted horse in the mouth, or is it look a gifted horse in the mouth? Somebody help me with that. I keep saying that wrong. Wendell Richardson said, get something on your stomach, brother. Yeah, I am. I'm getting ready to go eat breakfast, guys. Listen, I tell you, hey, thanks, Kyle Deadman, for the super chat. He said, sorry I missed today. That's okay. I'll be back again. What's today? Friday. It'll be Sunday, my time. Saturday, the time everywhere else. Jeff W says, thanks for the chat, Kobe. But yeah, they call me Kobe Bryant. Even one person called me Stephen Curry, believe it or not. But the name that I really don't like is Clotty. That, you know, when he fought Pac-Man, everywhere I went, they called me Clotty. Hey, thanks, Chlamydia. He says, yeah, that's it. He said, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And he says, let's see, you can't look at a gifted horse in the mouth. Thanks, Philippines, my paradise, Ned. Hey, guys, if you're in America and beyond, it's getting late. If you haven't, find somebody to help before you let your head hit the pillow, man. If you're on one of those late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. In the Philippines, it's about 10:30. There's no excuse for not finding somebody here to help. There's literally millions of people here that need help. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free, and I'll see you next time. Hey, Wells Family Journey, thank you, brother, for everything. All your kindness, all your generosity, all your support. I'm out of here, guys. See you Sunday.